Alright guys, so today's video is regarding the tons and tons of comments I keep getting about, the electric cars being better than the gasoline cars, because you do see me run, most of the time I run 5th scale gasoline or petrol cars. So I keep getting comments, I got a bunch of these Arrmas and Traxxas and all that stuff that are electric, and don't get me wrong, I really love them. This right here, despite the dust, it's just from the drive, it's actually a brand new Mojave 6S, but ran the Limitless, the XO1s, we have the Italian, all that cool stuff, X-Max. I just have been buying and selling RC cars for a long time. Don't get me wrong, these are incredible, as you're gonna see now, but something about the 5th scale, something about the just the gasoline engine, the sound, the power, the torque curve, the torque band, how the power is put down, it's something special to me. These are great, but it doesn't really take that much skill, honestly, to run one of these things. It's more like just push the pedal and you're off. You do need a little bit of finesse to kind of control it, because it is a lot of torque and a lot of bottom end power. These things can wheelie, they can roll over, they can backflip, and in my opinion the Mojave out of the box comes with a little bit of a soft setup. So I did try to adjust it, but reality is I need to change the oil for it to be driving and handling the way I want to. So yeah, let's just run a bunch of these things here today and just have fun with them. But again, based on the comments, you will see that these are enjoyable. But again, just the lithium, the batteries, and I'm talking about the 7th scale. Once you get into the 5th scale, you're looking at 12 cell setups and things like that, and crazy KV motors, and it is actually a bit more expensive, I think, than the gasoline versions, because those 6L lithiums are not cheap. And realistically, if you want to go out for a day and have fun, 2 packs are not going to be enough. You need more like 4, because each time you're running 2 packs. On the other hand, with these, you just refuel it with gasoline and a 2-stroke oil mix, and you're good to go. And you can do that endlessly throughout the day, so you're not really limited with runtime. And financially, I think the gasoline versions are a bit easier on the wallet, despite what people think. And honestly, when it comes to maintenance, depending how you drive both, this being an Arrma is really reliable, but some other brands and some other models, not to bash them, from my experience, the electric and the so much power snaps a lot of shafts, snaps a lot of gears, especially if you want to bash them and not drive them to scale and you want to punch the throttle. You're going to be breaking stuff a lot more than the petrol stuff. But do they require a bit more tuning? Yes, maybe, but not like nitro. Nitro, I would say, is a bit more finicky, but honestly, even with the nitro models, I've had great success. So yeah, I think you just need to take the time and to really dive deep, I say, into this hobby, and you'll be fine either way you go. It's just, when I post videos of the 5th scale gas cars, I'm not really hating on the electric stuff. I enjoy it, but for me, this is fun, but I might get bored of it pretty quick. These, on the other hand, I just keep going, and it's amazing, because the scale, the size, the sound, like I said, it does it for me. And yeah, it's not fair to say that I get bored. I don't really get bored driving these, but when you're driving the electric, they don't make sound, and that actually is kind of an advantage to where I am today. So there's some residential houses there, so I know sometimes I've had the police called on me thinking I'm running dirt bikes or ATVs because of the sound. People think this is like a 2-stroke dirt bike running. Then the police get over here and they're like, oh, it's just an RC car. They don't care. They're like, stay here, have fun, enjoy it. So people will tend to complain depending on where you live with the gas models. That's the major downside of gasoline models. With electric models, you really are not that restricted to where you can run them. So yeah, this isn't a brand comparison or anything like that. This is just my opinion, I would say, on why I love 5th scale gasoline so much. And yeah, let's just run them and have some fun. And this is why you need a truck to carry little trucks or big trucks.